bet you don't think a penny can buy much. I want to tell you about a place where a penny can buy a pencil, where enough pennies collected together can build a school, where pennies can help kids reach for their dreams. Hi, I'm Amira Mortensen, and I want to tell you about Pennies for Peace. In 1993, my dad, Greg, went to Pakistan to climb K2, the second highest mountain on Earth.
What was it like not making it to the summit of K2?
Well, I was really disappointed because I wanted to get the top. I didn't know that that was only a way that I would find a better mountain to climb, and that's helping kids go to school in Pakistan and Afghanistan.
When my dad came down from the mountain, he was really sick. He stumbled into a small village called Corfe. The people there gave him food and a place to sleep, even though they were very, very poor.
So you noticed the kids weren't in school?
There's no schools. There was 84 kids sitting outside on the dirt, and most of them were riding with sticks in the sand. What's really strange is there was no teacher there.
Yeah.
And I asked them, I said, where's your teacher? They said, well, he's in the next village because we can't afford his $1 a day salary, so he spends half the time in one school and the other half of the week with the kids in Corfe. Can you imagine that here in the States, if there was a class without a teacher for half the week?
I'm pretty sure kids wouldn't go to school.
Before he left Corfe, my dad promised his new friends he would come back and build a school. It was harder than he ever imagined. When he got home to the U.S., he sold everything he owned to raise money for the school in Corfe. But it was not enough, and no one wanted to donate. His mother, my grandmother, saw his frustration.
It was tough those first years, but he worked through it.
She was the principal of Westside Elementary in Wisconsin, and she invited him to talk to her students.
Oh, it's so good to be here at Westside.
When the kids there heard my dad's story, they knew they had to help.
It was 1995, so I was in second grade. It was mind-blowing as a child to not understand that everybody didn't have what you had. Being given the opportunity to, they don't have a school, but here's what you can do to give them a school, it gives you that, instills that hope.
So they started collecting pennies.
And at the end of 6 weeks, Westside School had collected 62,340 pennies. Whoa! That adds up to $623.40. So the largest donation you got was from kids.
And when you think about it, it wasn't famous people, it wasn't rich people, it wasn't even adults, it was kids who first helped out, and they did it with a penny.
So that's how Pennies for Peace began.
One candle, bringing light for peace and hope for all the world.
Since then, my dad has returned to Pakistan many times. His organization, the Central Asia Institute, has built dozens and dozens of schools. Open to both boys and girls in Pakistan and Afghanistan, pennies are making a difference.
I can become doctors and help a lot of people.
This is a good way for Pakistan and Afghanistan children, especially the girls, to get really good education so they can decide on what they want to be, who they want to be, and how they want to do their job.
Because it builds schools, like the main institute of stopping these things, stopping terrorism, really is by educating the next generation.
Because then it's like a step to peace.
My dad wrote a book about his experiences in Pakistan. It's called 3 Cups of Tea.
Greg Mortensen gives faces to these kids and to these people who many of us in America don't know anything about, and who many of us don't learn anything about in our school classrooms. And to be able to see, we want to help these girls, but to be able to read the stories of these children and know that they're human beings that have tears and sweat and live and have dreams and want to learn.
Now, there is a young reader's version, a picture book, and even a song.
3 cups of tea. First cup, you always crave.
about the capital of Pakistan? What was that one? Eric, tell me.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Islamabad?
Very good. Islamabad. That's exactly right.
You see any connections?
Teachers can download lesson plans from the Pennies for Peace website, penniesforpeace.org.
This is Robin Hood Week, and we're trying to raise $50,000 for a girls' school in Pakistan.
And kids can learn how to organize their own Pennies for Peace program.
If I give a penny for a pencil.
So what's your hope for Pennies for Peace?
Well, one thing is it helps kids go to school around the world, and the other thing is it's inspiring hundreds of kids in America to do things on their own.
So join Pennies for Peace and make a difference. Encourage peace 1 penny at a time.